Yesterday, did you see that point I was talking to you in that conditioning? If you say God somewhere in one part, it has to be different from you. The representation of that limited cannot be divine. Are you getting that? The representation of the limited cannot be divine. It's just a picture. Separate from you. Whereas that which is everything, nothing escapes him. When you say that Ishvara, it's not a name for a form. It is the name for everything. You are part of it. And that's what he says now. How this one who knows this city, king of this palace, he indeed is, read, Hagam sasuchishat vasu antarikshasat ritaja adrija. It's beautiful words. None of these words are very familiar, but the meaning is simply fantastic. I'll explain every one as Shankara comments, you can see that. Every word you can see that. Hagamsa suchisate, indeed it is everything. What is that? Hamsa. Hamsa means hanti gacchati iti hamsa. That which moves. Anything that moves, everything is he. Which is like suchisat. Suchau akase dibi adityatmana gacchati. Suchishat, that which hanti gacchati, goes as this sun in the space. It is that. It is the sun and all that is moving. Vasu. What is Vasu? Vasayati sarvaniti Vasu. That which accommodates everything. Vasayati sarvan. It is something, it is the Vasu. Vasayati sarvan, it accommodates everything. That is why Vasudeva. Vasayati sarvaniti Vasu Dyatanatmakam Devam. That with the light of light, that which accommodates everything. Therefore Vasudeva. It is Vasu. So nothing stands apart. Agam sasuchisat Vasu antarikshasat. Antarikshasat Vayuatmana. In the shape of fire, in the shape of Vayu. Vayu means air. Antariksha sidati. Antariksha sate. Sidati iti sate. Okay? Antariksha sidati iti antariksha sate. That which moves in the interspace as Vayu. So it is the sun. It is Vasu which accommodates everything. It is Vayu. So Vasayati Sarvan, if you say Vasu, Vasayati Sarvan, which accommodates everything. Space accommodates everything. So it is the space, it is the air, it is the sun. Then it is the Atarikshat Hota. Hota is it? Agnir Vayu Hota iti Srutihi. Hota, one who is doing the fire ritual. Agni Vayu Hota. The one who does the fire ritual is like fire. So it is the fire, Hota. Hota Vedishat. What is that Vedishat? Vedishat means Vedyam Pruthivyam Sidatiti Vedishat. That which moves in Pruthivi. So all the elements it is the space, it is the air, it is the water, it is the fire, it is the earth. Anything that moves at the sun in the space, and that which accommodates everything, like the space itself. Vedishat. Atithi duronasat. Atithi, it is the atithi. Anything that comes like a guest. Meaning atithi. Anybody is an atithi. Somebody suddenly comes onto your life. It's like atithi. Includes everybody. Duronasat. Durona means kalasam. Durone kalasa sidati iti duronasat. During a fire ritual, in the kalasa means in the pot, you keep something. It is that also. It gives you description of everything. What it means is it gives you description of everything. What can you say? Once you say everything, everything is included. If you have to name it, suppose you have to name everything, what type of book it will be? And can you describe everything? Can you describe everything? If you try to describe, you will be stupid. Like the king was crazy. And he wanted to listen to a story which is a never-ending story. It's like the Arabian Night, Saharjadi. Arabian Night story, he has to listen to all the story, he has to listen. Now the king said, I must listen to a story, it should never end. Now who can tell that? So every storyteller was killed. It's a headache now, every storyteller is being killed, now what a headache it will be. But one fellow, when he saw that so many people are killed, smart fellow, he said, I will tell one story. Okay, so he started with a big flourish. There was a great long ago, the story always begins like that, long ago, there was a king. He had also a queen, so many queens, children, so many children, yes. Very rich kingdom. Oh, what happened? Everybody was happy. All people, everybody. But one day issue happened, and the king was so nice. The king's kingdom was very rich. So, but king was very considerate, far-sighted. He had put many granaries, because in case there is a chance of drought or famine, their subjects should not die. So he had built up many granaries, and because of the good harvest, when so much grains were produced, he was packing it up. Very nice. Then, as it should have been, the ill luck would have been, the whole kingdom faced with acute famine. Everybody was dying. But kings were very happy, because king was very happy for his farsightedness. He was giving everybody food. Even the ants also in that kingdom were dying. And these ants, they found the granary. Big granary. The ants also found the granary. Then one ant goes in, brings a paddy grain and comes out. Then another ant goes in. Then he brings a paddy and comes out. Now the king says, then what happens? Another ant goes in. What does he do? He brings another ant. Then what happens? Another ant goes in. Then what happens? He brings another grain and comes out. Now the king got wild. He says, what happened next? Another ant goes in. What are you talking? He says, story will begin only when the granary ends. The ants are still picking the grain. You understand the idiots? If somebody, can you finish the story? Same thing. You want to describe the greatness of God? You cannot. Do you know why? Not only you have to describe all that is, but all that was and all that shall be. Totality includes everything. All that was, all that is, all that shall be.